Hello everyone, welcome to another update video. This is just an update for about the situation I'm currently in with my hard drive, and possibly a resolution to what's happened to it finally. For the people that don't know who have missed the last few update videos and have been wondering where I've been for the past 2 months or so, I've basically been having hardware difficulties, specifically with my hard drive. It was a Western Digital one that was 2 terabytes, and I had it for about 4 or 5 years. And before my disappearance, basically, I was using it. I was doing some basic things. I was looking at the internet on Chrome and on Skype, talking to some people. When all of a sudden everything froze, and for like a few seconds, and then it was fine. And then for a few minutes after that, I suddenly got the blue screen of death. And then after that, I was never able to get back onto it. So after that situation, I ended up swapping over to my SSD, which allowed me to continue to make videos, because I could still get onto the files on my hard drive. I just couldn't get onto it as the main drive. So I decided to do it like that. That worked for about a few weeks, and then 2 months ago, basically now, I could no longer access the files. I couldn't get onto it. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get the video files I've uploaded and any of the information I've got. So I sent it off to a guy that I knew who said that he might be able to fix it. And basically that's where I've been. Because the hard drive was the main thing I was using. It's a 2 terabyte hard drive, and the SSD I've got is only 250 gigabytes, and it's already full. It's literally only got like 12 gigabytes. Well, I guess that's not full, but you get my idea. I've only got 12 gigabytes left on the SSD, so I can only install this game, Dragon Age, and Fallout 4. Well, and a few other things, but that's a different thing. So what I was doing is that I was waiting for information about my hard drive, because, you know, he said the maximum amount of time it would take would be 17 days. That's the longest he's ever had to work on something. But obviously this went on for a lot longer than that. It's like 2 months and a bit now. And, you know, since I gave it to him, I've been contacting him, asking what's the situation. And he'd always say, at start it would be something like, having issues, I'll have to try and use another software. And after like the 3rd or 4th software he was using, he was able to see the drive now. But since then, it's been sort of a dead communication, basically, because he's just been busy, because he does have a job, so obviously he's got to do that first. But yeah, he basically haven't been heard much about it since when I last heard about it, which was like 1.5 months ago. So I kept contacting him, and he would say, yeah, I'm working on it this weekend, I've got some stuff, blah blah blah, you know, stuff like that. And then not too long ago, probably about Sunday, the Sunday just gone, I managed to get into contact with him, and basically the conclusion is that everything he's tried, he can't do anything with the drive itself. It's like he can't get onto it, and he says that it may be a corrupted drive now. He says that it's possible that I've probably lost everything that was on it. So that's like my video files, my image files, my documents. Pretty much anything and everything that was on it is possibly gone. So that sucks. But at least now I know where I am with that. So yeah. Basically what it was is that I didn't want to start moving on with things without knowing the situation, because what would be the point in installing something onto the drive if I'm just going to have to uninstall it when I get the other drive back? because then I would have two versions of the same thing. So, I was waiting for information so then I could say, okay, so that means I need to reinstall this, install the things that are on this drive onto this drive, because otherwise you'd get conflicting things, and then I would have to actually go into the drive, find out what I installed on my SSD, get rid of it, stuff like that, and that would take even more time. So I was waiting for any sort of information, and since he pretty much said that it's corrupted and he might not be able to get anything back, I was like, okay, I'll start setting it up so my SSD can run pretty much it. Like I said though, the issue with that is that I can only install a few games onto it. I decided to just install Dragon Age and Fallout 4. And that's pretty much maxed out. Almost maxed out my hard drive. Or SSD, I mean. So, yeah, there's that. He said that there's something on Wednesday, which is today, that he can try. He says that he'll let me know if anything comes of it, but I'm not really... I'm hoping that it works, but I'm not really, it's probably not going to work, so, I'm preparing, in a sense. But I've already decided on a replacement hard drive, one that's got even more memory, which is going to be insane, and it's newer, so it should be better than my other hard drive, because apparently the drive I had before, although it was 2 terabytes, it wasn't actually the best thing. I mean, it worked for what I wanted to, but looking at reviews and other people's view of it, it wasn't really the best. It was like a WD Western Digital green 2 terabyte what was it called? 20 some EARX or something. Yeah, I was just reading it, looking around. It says that it's not the best drive and stuff like. Oh, okay. But hopefully this new one I'm hopefully going to get soon would work. I mean, it sounds fine. But yeah, there's that. Also, with the fact that the drive is gone, I've lost 3 videos that were for Dragon Age. So that's 3 bits of content that happened that I can't get back because I did periodic saves. So, I mean, I'm on it right now. So I've got... Because I managed to, before my drive completely broke, I managed to transfer the saves over to my SSD so then I could continue playing. Since that happened, I've actually turned cloud saving on, so then if it happens in the future, I actually have saves still. So, to be safe. Anyway, what was the saying? Oh yeah, so I've got 2 saves, and they're pretty much in the same time slot. And those 3 lots of videos, because they're 30-minute videos, that's an hour and a half of content that is gone. So, nothing can be shown for that. The thing I can say though, that as a slight positive, is that none of it is story content. It's all side missions. So basically, it's like not a lot went on. It was like the Western approach I'm in. It was basically big desert area, do some stuff, and then bleh, and that was it. It's no like, oh, we gotta fight the Corypheus and stuff like that. But I'll explain properly in what was in it in the actual Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough. I'll actually make when I do a video. I'll actually say what happened, where it went, what did I get. I'll explain that because this is more of an update of the actual whole channel rather than just that single series. But yeah, that's the situation. Hopefully, I'm able to get that drive soon so I can start installing all the games I had before and then starting up again. Luckily, Dragon Age Inquisition and Fallout 4 didn't have that many mods to begin with, so it should be easy to get those back up. With XCOM 2, I had that going as well as a live stream. I can't do that at the moment because I have no space to put it on. So until I get that hard drive, I can't play that. So for the moment, I'm just going to be having to focus solely on Fallout 4 and Dragon Age Inquisition. Videos should be starting up sometime. Well, should be starting up next week, starting Monday. This week I'm just trying to set everything back up again, getting everything I need, making sure the files and information can save properly, and if I can actually set up like a temporary video storage solution, because I for sure as hell know that I'm not going to be able to record 30-minute videos on my SSD, because the video files for a 30-minute video that I record end up being like 100 gigabytes per video. So that's the raw file. So that's like, yeah, that's not gonna fit on this. So I'm probably gonna have to use one of my storage external drives, which will probably mean I would have to delete some of the videos off of it, which might be fine because I think the first drive I've got has got like my old videos, and you know, those weren't really good. But hey, you gotta start somewhere, and they're probably not going to be good then. But yeah, that's the situation. New hard drive's broken, probably can't use it anymore. Setting up SSD so I can start recording videos again, and I was looking for a new hard drive. Hopefully get that soon, sometime in August, and I'll be starting videos up again on Monday, and I might even be starting up some other stuff as well. So maybe even Patreon. I don't know yet. I mean, I've been trying to finish it off. I'm trying to figure out of good enough rewards and stuff for Patreon. What do you call them? Subscribers, payers? I don't know what you call them. Patreonists. But you get the idea. So hopefully you're all going to be sticking around until Monday, and then we can start doing videos again, and you can start watching my content and having fun, unless you're not, and then in that case, woo, I guess, I don't know. But thank you all for sticking around. I've seen that my videos, or I've been getting like subscribers, which is weird because I haven't been uploading anything, but hey, maybe just some people find me, which is like great. So yeah, thanks a lot for sticking around. Thank you for anyone that's been subscribing since my absence, and I hope to see you all on next week. Until then, thank you all for sticking around, and I'll catch you next time. Majorshepard, signing out.